generation, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. He's still fighting forward. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Moore, 97 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy and they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, turn it up. Check 48's the mic.
Hey, Zoo. Hello, lady.
Who that? He's checking. Crash.
Ready?
And Darnold just beating the play clock. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, 54 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They find some open field here. Willie Snead all alone. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. 70 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Jets 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold, he's going to fire this thing. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Darnold now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Jones on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 36, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he's got Snead. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Let's go. 19 yards. First down, Baltimore.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
57.
3rd and goal, Jackson dancing to his left. He kept hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
On first down, it's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready?
Hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40.
Darnold from the gun. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 33 yards. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Cut. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. I got you, son. Let's go. Come on.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
57. Mike, 57.
On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Anderson right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now Bell. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Single, single slot. 87's me. 87's me. Hey, watch this. Lady. Shoot. 49, check 49. Tight dog.
22 jet bomber.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Darnold. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. On fourth down, the Jets turning to Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal try. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, the Jets turning to Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Yeah, you got the lead. It's a depth. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Jets 17. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Watch the pass. Get him. Get him. 48. 48.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's first and 5.
Alert. 3 down. Check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. 40's a Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. 40's the Mike. Squeeze. Hey, that's good.
Here's Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Ready? That was the Mike. 57. Rush him.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Connects it to Roberts, right side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I smell fear in that offense. Plus 57.
Jackson on first down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got an open man, it's a noon one.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Tight end right. You got 3 down. 40's the mark.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And they are going for it. Darnold. And he's got a noon one. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, let's get that ball, let's get it done.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw, Darnold. Flush to his right, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 480. Stop your whining.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He sets to fire deep. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Jackson, option right. And some room to roam now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no tech.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit.
He's got daylight. The 30. 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 69 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Outside.
41's the mark. Check 41. Let's go, defense. Hey,
Ready.
man up, D. Fight.
Darnold on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Mike 48. He's tired of me. Buzz. Watch it. Red 80. Safety's creeping. Motion.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Charlie. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. I'm coming. Bang.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. There's the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, 75 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score. Ravens 42. Jets 28.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30. 10, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. Jamison Crowder taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Jets have made this a 1-score game. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
57, Mike, 50.
Here's Jackson. Rolling to his left. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out. What they're doing, and on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
57, Mike, 57. I can't believe they let you play.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing now is Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. To throw is Darnold. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go. Get the flag. 2 rules.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And that one results in 35 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
He's coming. Double up.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
41's the mic.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Again, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.